Good morning, folks. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. No, I'm not going out to a park. But you all know when you see that cup that that's sort of my thing, what I do, and have been doing for a little bit of time. This video is real simple. It's how to help your activator. Your meaning any of the activators that you're out there working and chasing, etc. You, the hunter, okay, stroke activators also, but you, the hunter, are very, very important. I want you to take your right hand and reach it around your back. If you can, pat yourself on the back, because without you, a lot of what we do won't happen. But here's some other ways that you can help in addition to what you're already doing, okay? As an activator, I'm going to share a number. I just worked it out from my activation yesterday. We call the family, KN4, VKW, VKX, and VKY. That's Andrew, Blake, and Ryan. And they work me on multi-bands. That's the secret I want to share with you, multi-bands. But let's share something different. I ran 289 contacts. Well, the family worked me on 6 bands. So if we do the math, we worked them 6 bands. And you got 3 people. 3 times 6 is 18. Now, I was in 3 parks. I got 54 contacts just from that family, or 18 contacts on 1 band. Correction, 18 contacts from them in 1 park on the multiple bands. What I'm asking you to think about doing when you don't do it, or you don't want to do it, or you don't have antennas to do it, or you just don't feel up to it, maybe consider it. Go work them on another band if you can. I'm going to share a young gentleman, Kilowatt 7, Bravo Delta Golf. He always works me. He always knows when to call this activator at the end, because he's always a little lighter, but I'm always listening. And many activators will listen for the weaker stations if the weaker stations will try. Now, not all the time it works, but you as a hunter, if you're watching this spotting page, and I wish more hunters would watch that spotting page and play with it and learn how to make it work for them, however they hunt, by either frequency or by call sign or by mode. But you can help the activator. You can give them that pile up that they're not ready for. All you have to do is chase them. I'm not complaining, so when I say this, please don't be offended if you ever ask me, hey, what was the park I just got here? That means you weren't using the spotting page. You don't know the frequency I'm on. You don't know the parks that I'm in. You only spun the dial, and I'm grateful for that. But if you're able to have the app up or your computer up and you're on the spotting page, and you can go down and you start saying, well, who's here, who's here, who's here, and work them that way. It makes it easier on us out there, but I'll never, ever get mad or upset at anybody for asking me what was the park or parks. Because without you guys and gals chasing me, it would be pretty boring. When I started this, if I got 40 contacts in 2.5 hours, I was having a fun city myself. Band propagation's changing in front of our eyes, folks. It's getting to a point I'm going to have to soon, and I love it, a great problem to have, choose which bands I'm going to stay on. Well, I'm trying to build my stamina up where I can work more proficient and work everybody who would like to make a contact with me. That hunter that comes and chases me, that tells me thanks for number 100, thanks for number 200, you do not realize the excitement on my side while I'm out at a park that I get. And for you folks that send emails or post a picture on Facebook and you're thanking the activators, that is very grateful. I have some that I have hunters that have worked 400 times. We'll brag again, Foxtrot 4, Italy Lima Hotel in France, working towards that 400 times. And he does so much watching and sharing some videos of me and my activations and how strong that a 15 amp hour battery sitting on a picnic table with an end fit about 50 feet up in the air, or a homebrewed dipole on 17 meters running 80 watts. And I can get into France as easily as we do. How can you help the activator? Be there. There's many different activators out there that you can chase. You don't do this. You don't stop at start at the top of the spotting page and just go down, I don't know them, I don't know them, I don't know them, I don't know them. There's one I know. Well, you're not going to get a chance to know the people if you don't try to at least contact them. And for them that are out there, that contact might be the difference between making a goal, a kilo, a 20th activation, operator to operator. The spectrum is really wide, and many times, and forgive me for being ugly, many times hunters don't realize it. But there's a lot there for us activators to go out and chase. That's what excites this old man. I'm turning 69 here shortly. I call myself 70 because I feel it. But the point is, those achievements that I'm accomplishing with your help create more desire inside the old man to get out of the house, stop whining and complaining about things I can't control or they're on the TV, and go out and enjoy the fresh air. I'm wiping here on the table. What am I wiping? I'm wiping Mother Nature's pollen. Here in North Carolina, we have yellow storms. Comes this time of year, this is a little early, but usually the end of March, 1st of April, the pollen comes down in sheets where you can watch it. So as a hunter, you have a great task in front of you because each activator is different. Different personalities, different style, they log on paper. I'll tell people in a heartbeat, don't get mad at me because I log on paper. If you don't want to wait in line, I am sorry. But that's how I do it, because I'll take what works best for me and go home and take that log and take my time and make sure I got everybody correct. And I don't fat finger things. I don't need to know your name until I get home. And that's how I start learning names to go with the voices and or the calls. But learn your style of activators that are out there. Learn when to tail end it. God forbid that's a secret that it should be broad, well known. Some people, they're going to take the first call every time. Some are going to take the last call. Some are going to call QRP. When they call QRP, wake up, turn your radio down. I've been doing a lot of that. When they call for QRP, the 991 goes down to 10 watts. That's where I go. And I get in. Do the same thing. Now, I know none of you are looking at how many contacts you're making in a period of a month, a year, but remember, a lot of those activators are trying to do an activation a day. There's hunters out there that want to make a contact a day with a certain activator. There's so much that we can share. I appreciate your time. If you want to help your activator or your activators, use the spotting page. When you spot them, if you wouldn't mind spotting them, if they're at a twofer or a threefer and you don't mind, put the other parks in there on the bottom in the comments section. How do I find it? Well, if you will go on that spotting page for that person, just call. At the bottom right hand side, there'll be a little green iconish looking thing that says history. Click on it. Scroll down, it'll take you to their first time when they posted. You may see other stations that have indicated that they were in a twofer, and that's the park numbers that are there. You have an option to copy them or write them on a piece of paper, and then when you respot them, put them in there. If they're new activators, don't hesitate to share that they are on a first-time activation or a new activator, so that people like me who go to it, we're going to take our time a little bit and be more patient with them, because we understand what it was like when we first did our very first activation. But you hunters need to pat yourselves on the back. You're the reasons that we activators get out of the house and go get in a park and go have fun practicing on emergency communication, setting up an antenna on battery power in the middle of nowhere to make a contact. May God bless. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. This is a darling old man. Yeah, I'll have a super one. Look for my 2 cups. Catch you later.